What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on Black Ops 6 Zombies. We're here on the Shattered Veil, and we're going to be revisiting yet another weapon. Today we got the PP-919 SMG, and I've actually done this once for a video, but it was back in December, so it's been quite a long time since I've used it. And I've definitely not used it since Double Tap was released, so, you know, we got to check this thing out. Now, in my recent video, we did do the tomb, which was a nice change of environment and all that. Hopefully you guys did enjoy that one. A couple people worded, you know, some concerns I guess they had. Why don't you go to round 56? That's when the real health cap is. Why don't you do the boss? I feel like that shows off the weapon better because it's the main objective. Well, I'm going to be honest. The main objective can change each and every run, and I feel like that's the case for a lot of us. There's a lot of the time that I'm just playing the game, I'm doing challenges, I'm doing other things outside of the main quest Easter egg. I think for a lot of people, that's not the only reason they play the game, you know? I think there is, you know, people that just finish the Easter egg or the main quest and then move on to the next map or move on to the next game and wait for a new map to be released, but that is not typically how I do things. So we are going to continue doing the round 41 thing. I think I've told you guys previously, I feel like it's a pretty good number to see how well the weapon performs. If you do well at 41, likely you'll be able to make it to 56 with that weapon because, I mean, you're probably doing pretty decent damage. Historically, if we get to 41, we already know if the weapon's going to be pretty bad or if it's already performing poorly. So I don't think there's any reason to go too far beyond that. Plus, I think 41 is pretty reasonable with the Rampage Inducer, considering I don't think the average player even goes to 41 that often without the Rampage Inducer on. But that's not throwing shade at anyone. I just think I have a better idea or a little bit more realistic idea of what the casual player base looks like, whereas maybe not everybody watching videos or playing the game kind of has a grasp on that, I guess. So let me know down in the comment section below what's the furthest you made it without score streaks, without all the other stuff, just kind of playing like I do with a regular weapon, and do you do that on, you know, on average, what do you think your average is? I would probably say a lot of you go to like 36. I think that's probably the happy medium for a lot of you, and maybe that's where your skill level kind of caps out, but no, I don't want to assume anything. I honestly don't know why it's taking me so long to revisit this weapon because it has one of the best magazines in the game, I think, by default, or at least for an SMG. I mean, it only has an extended mag 1, and it's for a reason. To be fair, when this was in Modern Warfare 3, or the version of this weapon was in Modern Warfare 3 back in the day, it was one of my favorite SMGs to use. So it is great to see it here. Obviously, there's weapons that have been similar in the past, but definitely a solid weapon overall, and I don't really think... I mean, it's been a while since I used this, so I don't know what Pack-a-Punch looks like, but I don't think we're really going to have any ammo issues with this guy. Nice, we got an insta-kill, but we're going to try to wait until the next round and get some of our zombies even spawned in to try to make the best use of it we can. If we grab it right now, obviously we'll waste some time, and we didn't really need it for the last of those zombies there. All right, we're going to wait a second and try to let them spawn. Should reload, that way when I grab this I have full ammo. And I'm just going to grab it and run, because I'm going to have to buy ammo in a second as well, which is... no, not the best situation to be in. Don't be a double points because I don't want to run in there. Finish this guy off. Hurry. Finish that guy off. They need to hurry up. Zombies, get over here quickly. I'll just hit the nuke. That works. Maybe we'll get to use this for a little bit of this next round. I'm actually really excited for Black Ops 7 Zombies. Now, I know we haven't got our last map, Janice Towers, and I think there is still going to be a super egg that we're going to get to complete as well. But I'm definitely excited to see that more than likely the current storyline is going to continue into the next game. And based on the leaks, they said it's gotten 4.5 years of development time to the 4 that this has obviously had at this point. So it has been in development the same amount of time, actually a little bit longer, which has me a bit excited, to be fair. And I know every year we get our expectations let down, we get disappointed, you know, they don't quite meet the quota that we have set for them, but I do think from time to time they do pretty good. And honestly, despite the issues that the story cutscenes and stuff might have currently in Black Ops 6 Zombies, I feel like it's all overall a really fun experience, and I enjoy it quite a bit. I don't just play it because I make videos on it, but it definitely helps that I enjoy it a lot, right? All right, I was going to flip rounds and then... or not flip rounds. I was going to hold a zombie and not flip rounds, but we got gifted another insta-kill, so we might as well hang out a little bit longer. Try to take advantage of it the best we can. I'm going to go ahead and throw my decoy. Get them going in that direction. I'm going to try to wait a moment here. I'm going to have to grab it now if I don't want them to run away. Super easy. No double points, though. Kind of disappointed in that. Maybe I will save a zombie here as long as we don't have a ton of extra insta-kill time left over, which I don't think we do. I think that's probably it right there. All right, let's go ahead and get to Pack-a-Punch. and get this run moving. So we flipped around, opening the elevator, but lucky for us, it ends up being our toxic zombie round, so that's pretty easy to deal with. We don't have to worry about getting slammed as we're trying to come down. And I feel like it's a good time for us to get pack 1 since we're almost out of ammo. I got rare rarity already. We got double tap. We got jug. We're in a great spot here. And this thing's going to be a lot of fun to use, I feel like, because it's going to be shooting quite fast at this point. It is a little bit harder to control the recoil than I thought it was going to be, but we'll make it work. I do have this CHF barrel. I will include the loadout in the pinned comment down below. And I appreciate y'all riding with me through these journeys to try out these weapons, especially if you guys watch multiple creators and you already have an idea of what things look like when I'm going into some of these weapons, because I definitely feel like, you know, there's definitely other creators out there. They're definitely putting out content, might even be similar to mine, or, you know, even more streamlined version. I think a lot of people aren't making videos quite as long as mine are. Okay, I feel like I'm extremely overdue for a double points. Let me say, oh, look at that. I called it. Let me see. We got it. I knew it was coming. We needed it. We need all the points we can get. Oh, that's even better because it's a bonus points. We're going to get even more. Can you come over here? I'm going to need you to get out of here as quickly as possible. Now we're almost at the point we can get pack 2. Let's go. Did I get another decoy? I thought I used mine. I must have got another one. Huge W. We only have 8 seconds. We only have 8 seconds, which is not going to generate us much. I don't even need to reload, but I do need to build these guys up a little bit. Try to get some double points out of the last of this. And that's about it. I'm trying to avoid getting hit as much as I am. Watch out, watch out, watch out. I don't have any freaking perks right now that get me in moving fashion. Close quarters combat is not great in this area. Oh, look, another bonus points. All right, we have enough for Pack-a-Punch level 2. So we're in a good spot. Now we just need to save up another 7,000. And we can make our way back to the front of the mansion. We can go back to the front of the mansion. Now, if you guys are somebody who is a regular viewer of the channel, do you find watching me do these Rampage Inducer runs helps you improve at the game in any way, shape, or form, or help you understand how to run the Rampage Inducer a little bit better? I have been curious of that. I figured it probably is something that some of you guys pick up on. Maybe that's part of the reason you guys enjoy the content. All right, let's go ahead and grab that. Don't get me stuck here. These zombies down here are not very forgiving. They can be kind of frustrating if I'm being completely honest. Especially when they spawn so freaking widespread. Watch out. No, stop hitting me. Absolutely stop hitting me. I do need to point out in my last video, I mentioned the zombies being faster and hitting me while I'm running. I'll be honest, I don't think any of you guys, or some of you guys, understand what I'm talking about when I say that. I'm not determined. It's not based on the weapon that I'm using. It's like a across the board thing. Recently, it just seems like the zombies have been slightly faster in some way, or like somebody said in my comments, they think that the zombies are registering hits at distances that they probably shouldn't be, and maybe it feels like they're moving a little bit faster because they, again, are registering those hits. But I'm going to be honest. It doesn't matter what weapon I use, whether my fists are out. Yes, a lot of the time it does relate to me not having perks, but I am also comparing this to the 3 seasons prior to this and how the game felt. And I felt like we definitely either move a little slower or they move a little bit faster. There's nothing wrong with it. It was just more of an observation, something that I noticed. I wanted to see if other people felt like that was the same for them, right? All right, let's try to get through this round quickly and efficiently. We have everything we need. Now we just need to get back toward the top, and then we can get working on epic rarity. We're actually pretty close to epic rarity. That was the one thing that I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get by round 16, but it looks like we might be able to do so. Okay, toxic zombies, bring it on. We have exactly the amount of salvage required to go epic. There we go. We can grab this. We can grab the max ammo, and we can get the heck out of here. I have a decoy. I might as well use it. Throw that guy. Get them all together. I don't have dead wire currently, so that part's kind of lame. But I do have epic rarity, so I should be able to get through that guy. Tell me that guy died. I think he did. I think everybody else should be doomed for the most part, and then we can actually get through this round. Look how much salvage dropped right there. I only killed like one guy. That's kind of insane. Well, now we can definitely get dead wire. It gifted me a ton of extra salvage, and now we're also epic. The only thing else we need is legendary, and then everything else is for decoys and, you know, whatever support things that we might need. Decoys and armor, really. Well, this thing so far is as predicted. I mean, we get insane ammunition. I mean, better than using an LMG, and it sure as hell's got a way better, you know, sense of mobility and stuff. Like, we can actually move our character around. We can actually reload quickly. And we still get an LMG type magazine to kind of top it all off, right? It's great. It's great. Another thing to mention in regards to the boss versus round 41 debate, I think going to round 41, especially with the Rampage Inducer, is significantly harder than going to the boss fights and completing them, which you normally can do before round 30 with all of the different boss fights that are available, right? So I think it's definitely a little bit harder to go that extra 11 rounds than to fight the boss in most cases. Well, I feel like it's been a little while since we've done any of our challenge runs. So if there's a specific challenge you guys want to see, specific weapon, map set, you guys let me know down in the comment section below and I will consider it for an upcoming video. At this point, I might as well just run this way, go ahead and get speed cola, get quick revive, and then make my way back up to the front of the mansion where we will hopefully not ever reach our demise. Something kind of fun for this run, I should be unlocking Nebula on this weapon finally. Now, that might come to a surprise to some of you because you are probably wondering how I don't have it on all weapons so far. It's because I genuinely don't go for it, and I just allow myself to get it naturally over time. As I use so many different weapons throughout the videos and stuff, and just throughout the year, that I will naturally, you know, get it over time for weapons, believe it or not. I actually have a majority of the camos done on a majority of the weapons, and I just need a few more of the elites to finish off a lot of the weapons. I ended up nuking this round pretty much off the rip and almost flipped it. There was like 5 left over. That was a really quick round. Lucky for us it is, because I want to get to 25. I want my other perks. I want to be able to pretty much farm free decoys. All right, we got a disciple round once again. Let's see what you got, buddy. Now this time I actually have dead wire, so I can make it a little bit more efficient. Once we have dead shot, it'll be really efficient. This thing is a little wobbly, but it's not enough to mess up your aim too much. But it would be nice to be able to make sure you're locked in, ready to go to finish off the disciple. Has anyone else had this issue with the PAP camo option? Like, I turn it off and I still get a PAP camo. I turn it on and I don't get a PAP camo. It is interesting, to say the least, because I actually shut it off before this match because this is a weapon that I have camos on, at least up to Afterlife. And guess what? We're right now looking at pack camo, so I don't know what happened. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the tack stance, but I'm sure a tack stance build with this would be pretty nice as well. All right, let's go ahead and get these guys out. Is that a double points? Let's go ahead and grab that. Make sure we take advantage. Look how quick the guys are. Even with PhD, look at that. Like, almost immediately glued to me. Definitely feel like they are speed demons. People can say what they want, but they are fast. Faster than I remember them being for the first 3 seasons. And I played this game a lot. All right, let's keep on keeping on. And, I mean, nice enough to finish the round for us. Okay, another nuke to get us going for the round here. Obviously not going to eliminate all of them because that would be insane. But at least able to put a pretty decent dent. I feel like I might be a little bit behind on points to where I normally would be at this point. But we're also... You know, we still have the rest of this round, so that could make up for the difference. Because if I buy 10,000, that'd be 30k. I feel like I'd have almost no points left after buying all my perks at the Wonder Fizz. And normally I have like 20k, so we'll see what happens here. And we might end up having to buy ammo during this round, which is kind of unfortunate. I bet the next round is a toxic round, if I had to guess. I actually don't remember when our last one was. All right, finish off the rest of these guys. Nice. It's going to flip to 25. Ooh, I can sneak in. See if I can do it without losing the insta-kill. I'm going to sneak in, grab legendary, and then hopefully be able to still grab that. Oh, we're still in the ammo mod section. That's bad. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I'm going to grab this before it disappears, then we'll get our ammo. Oh, I guess we could go crazy, too. Let's just throw this. Oh, we grab the ammo. We'll throw that guy, and we'll make sure we get rid of that. You're not transforming. And then if there's a chance that our dead wire goes off, at least everybody will just get eliminated. Oh, this is also... bonus points for us. A couple more zombies coming in. Is this the rest? Nope. There's still a lot more. They just spawn insanely slow when you have a power-up. I swear that's a real thing. I don't know if it's just because I'm anticipating it or what the deal is, but like, especially right there. How the heck did I get hit so much? They all just only spawn behind me. All right, only a couple left to go. We'll finish this one off. I'm going to run through with the round flipping and go ahead and grab my perk upgrades since we... should be in a decent spot for that. And I do have double shroud, so I should be able to escape without too much issue. The one thing I will say about this weapon, though, it does not feel insanely strong, but it does make up for it and balance itself out pretty well with the amount of ammo it has and such. So obviously they thought that part out. They're like, well, if you're not reloading that often, then we need to decrease the damage a little bit. But I do feel like it's in a pretty sweet spot. Well, I accidentally set us back a little bit hitting the Wonder Fist. I accidentally bought Melee Macchiato because my stupid thing went to the wrong spot, but it is what it is. Well, at least we dented a little bit of the round on our way back to the front of the mansion. We have an extra perk that we don't want. So be it. It's not a big deal. I guess I could have got Death Perception and we'd have just had them all. I gotta be honest, I'm sick of seeing these coins because it's just reminding me daily that we still have to wait for this Rivals event to get Shatter Blast. It will be fun also to get that 3-round burst for this, what is it, the Strider? I think that'll be pretty cool too. I think I might as well grab this. And we'll just, I don't know, see what happens, I guess. Okay, I used the nuke to get rid of the first part of the toxic zombie round, and I think it's probably going to work out pretty good here. This is likely to be all of them. There we go. There it is, the max ammo. Yeah, I am very grateful for the amount of ammo this has, because I'm going to be honest, if it was anything like the other SMGs with the mag size and the reserve, this would not be a very good option. All right, I do have one decoy, throw it, and at least we can actually spam the same spot this time. Look at those damage numbers. You'll love to see it. Now, something I've been trying to work on with these specific runs or videos in general is trying to make them a little bit shorter. Not because I don't want to make longer videos, but because I don't want you guys to get to a certain point within the video and feel like I'm just talking nonsense or rambling about whatever. I would rather you guys stay fully engaged and entertained throughout the entire run, right? So you guys have probably seen me, whereas before I was probably doing a 50-minute video. Some of that content, I've been able to get it down to almost 30 minutes depending on the run and what happens throughout it. So it's been something I've been trying. So, you know, I'm just trying to make the content better as we go along. We have a whole nother year ahead of us with Black Ops 7. I want to refine it, work on it over the next few months as we work our way toward the new release, and hopefully we can come out swinging. Maybe we hit 100,000 throughout Black Ops 7. That would be insane. If you're new to the channel, find your way over here often and haven't subscribed, consider doing that for your boy. We're on our way. We're, you know, in the 38,000s, which is fantastic. Can't wait to hit 40,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000. But nonetheless, I am very grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. Okay, I threw a decoy. Oh, we got really lucky with the dead wire there. I'm just trying to get us to the point where we have enough points. I don't know our situation with spending point. Oh, that's a double points right there. Nice. And we get another decoy. Yeah, spending points right now. I don't know how often we're buying ammo, because that is definitely something we're gonna have to consider when we go pack 3 and how much overage we'll really need to do that. I guess I could go ahead and do it after this round. I feel like we're actually doing pretty good generating our essence. I was just thinking that as I was saying it. I was like, you know what? I don't know if we're gonna have an issue with this weapon specifically. So far, it's been pretty freaking good, and I don't really have any complaints. There we go. All so far, so good. Is that an insta-kill? Let's try to finish this round, and we could save that insta-kill for the next round. That would be the most ideal situation. Okay, grab the insta-kill, grab a couple decoys just in case, and then go out swinging. All right, I'm throwing another decoy. We're not wasting time here. We're gonna utilize this freaking insta-kill the best we can. And it's about to run out. Oh, that was the best possible activation we could have asked for. There is still going to be more. That's definitely not the round, but it would for sure put a huge dent in it. I'm not going to buy ammo yet. I want to see how far this gets me, but hopefully I don't find myself all the way over here when my ammo does expire, because then I'll have to travel across. Oh, that's perfect. I was going to say, we could just throw another decoy. Not necessary. Why are none of them going toward the guy? We're not that far. All right, I'm going to throw a nade at these guys, and then I'm going to shoot them all in the head. Oh, that was like a perfect combo. Looked like a nade explosion on top of the decoy. The nade or not the decoy, I mean the dead wire activation. All right, we're good here. We just got to wait for this to start, and then we'll hit the nuke. All right, well, you guys got to get out of my way. You got to get out of my way, or let me hit my shroud. They were surrounding me immediately. It's kind of what I wanted, to be fair. I want as many of them to spawn in as possible. That way, hopefully, the nuke does as much damage as possible. Okay, let them build all up again. I just like to get rid of these parasites as quickly as possible. I don't really think I've had that many doppels. Maybe like one? Maybe one doppel this entire run, because we've just been taking out the parasites with the dead wire pretty consistently. Hey, zombie, can you get off my back? Come on, man. I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can. And you guys are still spawning on the sides of me. That's the only thing that's crazy. When you thin them all out, they just start only hoarding up behind you, which is kind of unfortunate. They should spawn in front of me where I'm looking. Give me the best chance at success. All right, we are never going to run out of points now. We are never running out of points. Oh, I didn't go get pack 3 yet, but we're still not going to run out of points. All right, let's go ahead and finish these guys off and grab this little bit extra. Where's the last guy? Finish this guy, and then we'll go get pack 3 finally. I normally sprint all the way through, but I felt like with pack 3 and this moment here, I might as well just try to take out as many of these guys as I can. They're already built up. They're going to despawn and respawn. Let's go. All right, I really needed plates when we got back up here, so I went ahead and threw a decoy. Give us the best chance at survival here. Come on, guys. Let me get you all out of here. We want to flip this round. I will say, it feels like this run has gone really fast. I mean, I'll know or have a better idea of how quickly it went once we get to the end. Obviously, I've talked about it a lot recently. Pretty good time is like 53. I would say the average is probably like 57. And then obviously some of the not so great weapons go even further than that. Like, you know, an hour 15, hour 10, and so on and so forth. Even high damage weapons sometimes end up in the slow category, like the Essex did fairly recently. Okay, put all of our toxic zombies together. If you guys haven't figured out, this is definitely the meta for these rounds on this map. Because otherwise, these guys are just a pain in the butt to deal with, I feel like, at least. All right, we're back to 2 decoys already. Make sure they all spawn in. Shouldn't be that many to spawn, so that should likely gather almost all. Why are they so slow? There's so many so far away. Come on, get over here. All right, I hit him from deep. There we go. That should finish it off. And nothing like a disciple round. Throw that guy off the rip. This guy's going to stand right in front of me, and we're just going to do our best to absolutely destroy him. Not a big deal. We should get a second one this round, though, so I should be cautious here. I heard it. I heard it spawn. Glad I threw a decoy and picked up a couple more. Doing some pretty decent damage to everyone around me. Where's our guy at? Oh, he's behind me. That's not where I heard the sound, but that's fine. All right, keep on getting hit while I'm running. I love that for me, even though I'm now using an SMG. All right, we're throwing that. I wish they would react to the decoy a little quicker. Okay, yep, trying to get through this guy, and he's gone. Now we can get rid of the doppel. Oh, doppelgas moved, or maybe the doppelgas just died. I don't know which one it was. Oh, it didn't die. Now it's dead. See you later, pal. Yeah, I love at this point in the match, it's almost like you have infinite decoys. I have been buying quite a few recently, so I could probably reduce that number a bit, but as long as we have the salvage, we might as well utilize it. I never really considered this in any previous runs, but throwing the decoy early on in the round, or whenever I feel like I have quite a few parasites, has definitely been significantly more helpful than just throwing it whenever, right? Or not at a precise time. Because the doppelgas are easily some of the most annoying things to deal with, and not having any of them is definitely nice. Bought as much as I could there. Probably didn't need to go that crazy. Just want to get through as many of these guys as possible. Boom. Hit the nuke. And hope for the best. Okay, we did get another doppel. I don't know why they transform so quickly sometimes. But they do. This should be the last of this round. We only have like 5 rounds to go. 100% feel like this has been on pace to be one of the fastest runs I've had, which is crazy. Okay, trying to let as many of them get together as possible. And then we just go crazy. Throw a decoy. That way none of them go for me. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more on the ground. It's almost infinite at this point. Keep on going to the middle. Everybody go, go, go. Oh, a different activation this time. Luckily, this thing has an insane magazine size because you can just spray the entire time you have insta-kill. So even if they are spawning in weird spots all around you, or you just want to go like this, spin around in a circle, and just hope for the best, you could do that. And it allows you to do that pretty easily, actually. Now that I have enough of them, we decoy again, hope for the best dead wire activation we could get, and it works in our favor once again. I mean, we are flying. We are absolutely flying through these rounds. Yeah, 100%. As long as I have the decoys to throw, I'm throwing them off the rip. That's like probably one of the best times to do it. What is that? It's a double points. Not super important. All right, I'm about to throw another one here in a second. So we can actually get these guys grouped up. Perfect time for it with the dead wire activating. Shatter Blast is going to be so freaking good. It's insane. But for now, dead wire is still king. Dead wire is easily still king. Okay, watch out. Trying not to get parasited here, but you guys are not making it easy. Okay, shot you out of the sky. I think I shot the other one out of the sky. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some more decoys. Throw those. None were in that pile. That's crazy. We can go ahead and grab 2. I do need ammo possibly here in a second. We're going to find out. Yep, 176 bullets. Probably not going to be enough. Huge activation. I hear Shatter Blast making sound. I think we got a Shatter Blast activation there. I'm about to be out of ammo. Watch out. Oh, I got some. I did get a little bit. The rounds are starting to be a little bit longer for sure. Okay, hopefully this will finish them off. I'm hoping. Yes. We love dead wire. We love it. Absolutely love it. And the rest of you go down just like that. Too bad that's not an insta-kill or a nuke we could save for the next one. Too bad we don't need a self-revive. There's one on the ground over there we could easily take advantage of if we wanted to go down for fun. But we will not be doing that, so don't get too excited. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this. Oh, Shatter Blast went off right there for sure. Even though those guys were gonna get disintegrated regardless. Yeah, although the decoy brings them together, definitely training up as many of them as I can, close quarters to get them grouped together is the play. Then they can actually get as close together as they can, and we can just try our best to just destroy them all. What is that? Is that another max armor? No, it's an insta-kill. That's kind of insane. Considering next round's 39, it's probably going to... Yep, toxic zombie round. I knew it. It's going to be a toxic zombie round. All right, I'm not going to get to do too much with this insta-kill, but it'll at least make these guys a little bit easier to deal with. Okay, first half of them already gone for sure. So I'll shoot them as they're coming in. Hopefully I can make sure the ones closest to me are the ones that die last. Come on, get them out of here. Where is it? I hear it. There's one here, one there, and that's all. One round left. Let's go round 40. Now, I won't know till the very end here, but I'm going to tell you right now, something has gone completely different this run than we've been doing in our other runs, because we are way ahead on time. Like, way ahead on time. I think my fastest that I recall was like 53 minutes, 52 and a half, if you want to be even more accurate, I guess. But this one is on pace to beat that by quite a bit. Let's just keep this momentum. Throw this. Get everybody grouped up. Obviously, the Doppel's just going to stand in the pile. Can you not... Yeah, there we go. So can you not deflect all the damage, though? That would be nice. That would be a nice change of pace. Is that another decoy? Might as well throw them. Just keep them going. Chain them. Oh, we have enough. I'm throwing this. Make sure we get as much damage as possible. Huge. I'm going to throw another decoy in a second here. Just trying to get as many guys out so we can actually hit this nuke and make the most impact of it as we can. Get those. Boom. Please flip the round. That'd be like the fastest round 40 I've had in a really long time, possibly ever. There was literally one vermin. That's the end of the round. And it got hit. Oh, nope, never mind, I lied. There's another zombie over here. We did get the Shatter Blast on the last vermin, though, so that's funny. All right, 41. It's time to exfil. 100% this has been the fastest run we've had, though. No matter what happens from this point forward. We're at not even 49 minutes. That seems kind of crazy. It doesn't take 3 minutes to exfil. 4 minutes to exfil, I guess, would be the right answer. All the zombies still coming after me because they think it's a normal round. Not anymore. Okay, hopefully this all goes well. I don't know what's going to happen here. Watch out. How did you grab me while I was sliding in a different direction? They got to be locked in on wherever they aim. I feel like that makes way more sense. Oh, something blew up. Not the guy I needed to, though. Okay, we are doing pretty good damage, but it's not as much as I was hoping. Come on. Can we get another activation on something here? I'm throwing it. Oh, I don't have another decoy. Okay, I don't see the guy, though. He's lost in the sauce. We got him. Okay, we need 20 more, and we don't have a lot of time here. So let's try to make the best of this. Throw this decoy. Make everybody that does show up get together. We're doing great. We're doing fine. We're doing wonderful. We have 30 seconds to do 12 zombies. I feel like that's enough time, as long as they get in here. This map is so much slower for the exfil zombies than the tomb. It's insane. All right, come on, guys. Need you guys to just die. These heavy armored guys do not want to go down. Where are you at? There you go. One there. I'm gonna buy ammo just in case. One more guy. Where is he? There it is. And we did it. Let's freaking go. I will say I have to give this thing a lot of credit because it was the fastest round 41 run I've had so far with the Rampage Inducer. What are we at? 50 minutes, 45 seconds. That's absolutely insane. Even though it was only by a couple of minutes, the big magazine and the reserve really went a long way with this one. That's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!